They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun. Give on the inside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to fire on second down. That's reeled in. It stops. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davison. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got it in the middle. It's Dobbs. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Tar Heels are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Caught over the middle. It's Taylor.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
How about this defense? Coming out, you know you've got a challenge on your hand, and you're talking about coming out ready. Hair's on fire, ready to play. You can tell, dropping back, great coverage. They know this guy's great. They know he can spin it. They're sitting on the coverage, waiting on it. They win the first check early. Give the defense some credit. They were ready for this great quarterback.
Not much room to run. Give him 1 to the 7.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Duggar. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. The offense changing the play. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Got it near midfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Dobbs. Open space at the 25. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
It's a draw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
North Carolina 7, Boston College 0.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Duggar. Buying some time as he moves left. He'll try to do it himself.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down. Get some positive yards.
And the Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. Still on his feet. There he goes to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Boston College. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UTSA has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. They're trailing by 14 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Here's the handoff. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out, and a chance to go on top with this. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Now on the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man in the middle. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Finds the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back, I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They go to the ground. There he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
14.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
Right on the money. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Buys a little extra time. Caught near the sideline, it's Hendricks.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. Oh, he dropped it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
And the unthinkable just happens. You're the offense. You're trailing in this game late in the first half. You're trying to be aggressive. You're trying to put some points on the board. But can't turn the ball over, and now all of a sudden they've given it back, and there's an opportunity for the opponent now to widen their lead.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They want to run this quarterback. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To throw, it's Duggar. They go to the wide receiver screen. Crosses the 40. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
North Carolina 14.
The Tar Heels will boot it away to start the second half. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They run the reverse. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Boston College wants to play fast. Knew where we wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
No, and you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set. And you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Back to throw, it's Duggar. Moving away from pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to set up the screen. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. defense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the catch at the 35. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sends it back in motion. The option look. Has the sticks, and he may get more. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Oh, a double pass. He makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that one.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking for a deep man. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Boston College.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Floating away. Trying to escape and get... Oh, he's got some space. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down. We've reached the break. Boston College has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. Into the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Boston College! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
And right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback bonus stroke.
The Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Looking to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Dobbs. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner. Got the speed, got the complete game. So you
and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Bringing it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Scanning the field, it's Duggar. Dances away to buy time. Ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. BC back to work after picking up the 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Grab near the marker. It's Cook. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. They want that clock to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw. It's Duggar. Looking for an open area to his left. Got some room in under the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this offense has had a good day. And more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1. Didn't look good to start the season. Bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Central Michigan is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble because unless I'm reading that scoreboard wrong, that does not look very good. They're trailing by 28 to Kansas. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Davison. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
The play action fake. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Duggar. He's going for the big play. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This one's complete. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Dropping back, it's Duggar. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The screen, he can go. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great